Hello everyone, this is Rich Giordano reporting for Third Phase UFO Report. We are rolling into the office and we've got a couple of things to show you. I've got a great report from skiers who captured an anomaly unlike anything you've ever seen before. This will actually blow your mind. And then we've got the ISS. We got a weird object or objects following it. Very strange. And then lastly, we're going to end with an amazing tic-tac. You won't believe your eyes. Here's the reports.
Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins. Welcome back, everybody from around the world. Recently, Mr. shared his video that he captured April 27, 2019 over the Swedish mountains of some kind of weird weather phenomenon. We're going to get into incredible detail. It was captured with his Mavic 2 Pro while they're skiing on the Swedish mountains, and it's incredible aerial that we're looking at. But what's incredible is what Mr. does with his video after he reviews it. Let's just take a look at this for a little bit. What I like about people, when they go over their footage, they see things that they didn't notice before, and this is one of those cases. It's an incredible Mavic 2 Pro shot, but when you go over your footage and notice something like this in the distance, it could change the way you perceive things sometimes. Watch this. There it is. Brent, I want to get your opinion on what do you think's going on in this video. Is this some kind of possible sun flare, a refraction of light that's creating some kind of illusion?
Yeah, Blake, that's a big question here. And basically, Mr.'s captured everything that we need to find out and basically break this down. So we're going to be going over the details with a fine-tooth comb and see what's really going on here.
What I like about Mr. in this video that he put out, and he's allowing permission granted to Third Phase of Moon, is that he did a lot of his own enhancements.
Here it comes. Yeah, absolutely. There's
see a little
that blend. There's a blend of this, whatever it is, mixture in between the frame rate and the clouds itself. It seems to be producing itself.
So apparently something is coming out of the clouds. According to this video, you see a little glitch, but then again, look at this. Is this some kind of craft? He says in the statement it could be just a reflection from the mountain to the clouds, but it's interesting. Indeed, look how fast this thing just shoots out of the clouds and dissipates.
This is really strange. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this. The only thing I can compare this to are like geysers and, things that emit little bit of heat or gas or pressure. And here we have at the top of these mountains, way up in the mountains, very high, this guy who's been there before. What's amazing is his drone captured it. He didn't even know until he looked later. I do not think this is a reflection off the mountain. Although there's some weirdness going on here. I don't know. Maybe it's a weather anomaly. Maybe it's a glitch in the Matrix. It looks glitchy. Very strange. I really don't know. And there, you can see it following up with the arrow. I mean, this is really bizarre. If anybody in the chat knows what this is, please put your thoughts down there. It does have some sort of weirdness. I wonder if it's just a heat refraction. You know, like when they see cities in the sky? Anyway, let's move over to the next one. Come on, guys.
Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins. Welcome back, everybody from around the world. We have some incredible imagery just coming in. We were watching the live feed from the ISS as it was passing over South America, and we're looking at something that defies logic. Now, take a look at this. This is what caught our eye. We've got the footage. We're going to let it roll a little bit, but I want you to keep in mind, if this were city lights below, where is the rest of the continent of South America? It doesn't exist. This thing seems to be flying on its own, very close in proximity to the ISS. We're going to be analyzing it very closely. I want to get your thoughts. What's incredible, when we were watching the live stream with a bunch of other people, approximately, 850 viewers from around the world, everybody on the chat started to say UFO. What the heck is that? That's when we grabbed our Screen-O-Matic recorder and started to record everything. We keep a close eye on NASA, and it's a good thing a lot of people around the world are as well, because whatever this is, it needs to be shared. We're going to let it roll a little bit more. As we do, I want to see your comments below. If you've got any idea, is this some kind of starship flanking the ISS or some secret Space Force program?
Okay, this is a little bit different than the other ISS videos that I've seen. This object is not going from right to left. It's going from left to right. And you can see here on the map that this thing, or whatever it is following the ISS. In all the other ones we see, where we see a cluster of whatever, it's going from right to left because the ISS is passing over the Earth at a certain angle, from left to right, that everything would be moving right to left. Well, this is moving down away, and it should, if this was boats, lights on the water, whatever you want to call it, swamp gas, you would see it going past the ISS, not follow it. I think I'm right about that. So whatever this is, I don't know. Well, we don't know, but obviously it's behind it or flanking it somehow. Look at this thing. This isn't birds. I don't think this is boats on the water. I don't know. Is it a big UFO? Is it a bunch of UFOs? There seems to be a cluster, and then there's a couple of lights towards the top. See that? Is it going past an island that has a lot of lights on it? This is a real good one. It's really strange. I have no answers. I don't know. We've seen these, not like this before, but we've seen lights and bunch of white dots that we call the fleets, but pretty wild stuff. I love this last sighting, so let's finish off here.
Right, this was captured in Florida. It's one of the Third Phase Moon archive videos that is still as yet to be explained. What the heck is this? A Coast Guard plane in a close encounter with a black and white Tic-tac. You can see it go above the wing of the Coast Guard plane. Exactly what it is, I'm not sure. Is this something that resembles the Secret Space Force, what they're developing right now to buzz close by to planes and our Air Force, Navy?
Yeah, you can see as this peel-like flying object approached the Coast Guard airplane, it zoomed by quite a bit faster. It kind of picked up its approach and then it gained speed. It is pretty cool. Here it comes, tagging it right over the wing right there.
And you can see 4 engines, propellers on this craft above it, so it's a pretty large Coast Guard plane. I'm not exactly sure, with 4 engines on it. Whatever the craft is above it that zooms by quickly above it is definitely quite large in itself. I would say at least 20 feet.
Yeah, I love the open shot. He zooms in. Again, everything's shaking. Could this be a CGI? I'm looking at it. It seemed to have faded right behind that leaf. Everything matches up as legitimate. But then again, people are really good at this stuff. It could be CGI work, but I'm looking at it. Everything seems to be working in the same way in the matter of legit film, Blake.
Absolutely. It's incredible to look at this. And in broad daylight, too, are they getting more bold to show themselves in their maneuverability right in front of the Coast Guard themselves? Like, hey, look at me. I'm zoom right past you. I don't have any wings. I don't have any source of propulsion. What the heck is this? And then again, we're looking at this video very closely. And again, this object disappears behind the leaf in the same fashion as the airplane. I don't see any manipulation.
Can you say tic-tac? Man alive, this is amazing. This is one of the better tic-tac UFO sightings I've ever seen. The object comes from behind and it seems to be pacing the airplane. And when it gets within a certain amount of feet, it just propels itself effortlessly right over the wing. Look. That is amazing. Take a look at this and tell me, does that look like one of the engines of the plane just taken out? I don't know, man. Watch. Man, it goes right by it effortlessly. I don't know. It's not an airplane. It's not another jet or a jet. And when it does go by those leaves on the tree, same as the plane, it looks like it's a real non-CGI effect. This is a real image or images. It's a real video. Makes you wonder if the pilot actually saw this thing, you know? Right there. Man, I'm telling you. Maybe, just maybe, these are the threats that people are talking about with the government, especially you know who just left TTSA. That's all he kept saying. It's a threat, it's a threat. UFOs are a threat. Well, maybe. That looks threatening to me. That is a threat. It is sizing up the plane. There's no wings. There's no form of propulsion. It's a true tic-tac. Even though it looks, half of it's darkened, and I don't know why. You know what I want to do? I want to do this frame by frame. Let's pull it up. Do it frame by frame. This is the best way. Look at it. You can see it, the angle of it. It seemed to be, I don't know if it's because of the shake of the camera, but watch. See, the one on the right is more angled down than the one on the left. No big deal. It's just weird. That's all I'm showing. Very strange. This was the only way I can show you guys. If you watch this, I'm gonna go through this frame by frame, and you can see that this isn't CGI by watch. They both ghost. And what I mean by ghosting, they give a half an image basically. Watch. The planes together, the objects together, watch. They ghost again together. Right? I'm going backwards. That object almost looks like one of the engines, doesn't it? It looks like it's turned around. I don't know. So let's watch. See this little part right here? It's really, I mean, I know it's the camera moving, but you don't see it in the plane. You only see it in the object. But anyway, I guess because it's smaller, it's easier to see. But watch here. Ghost, ghost. Okay? Ghost, ghost. See? So that's telling you right there. Pretty obvious, right? If you haven't watched it, you need to rent it or own it. Countdown to disclosure. Check it out.
I think it's terrifying. I mean, this seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
There were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's holding, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
It could be a restatement saying, hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm not completely convinced they're gonna let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will say, let's go kick alien butt.
Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I'm Rich Giordano from GUFON. You can see me 6 days a week live on YouTube, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube. That's GUFON. And we will be back as we head down the tunnel, back onto the road and into space. This has been Third Phase UFO Report. Take care, everybody.